What's going on, my dudes? This is Mr. Gardner, and this is Math Time with Mr. G. We're going to talk about greatest common factor, then factor. So greatest common factor can sometimes be written as greatest common factor. So the first thing we're going to do is see, is there a number in each one that we can pull out? And I see a 3. Then the next thing we ask, is there a letter we can pull out? And I don't see a variable that is consistent in every single term. So this is totally done. This next one, I don't see a number that I can pull out in every single one, but I see this variable x is in every single term. So I can pull that out. And I pulled out 1x, which means that there are still 2 x's still left in there. 1x that's still left in there. And because this was the only x and I pulled it out, the invisible number in front is 1, which means I have to leave a 1 in there. So if I were to distribute back in, I would get back to this answer. Ask us to greatest common factor and then factor. They're asking us to pull out a number, and I see 5. Are there any common letters that I can pull out? X in every single term and a y in every single term, so I'm going to pull out both. If I were to distribute this x back in, I would get x to the third, and the y would get added to the end of each one. So now that I have this by itself, I can then factor this term. 3 times -2 is -6, but 3 minus 2 is +1. Alright, if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comments section. But other than that, be kind to each other, ask lots of questions, and think deeply.